Hey guys, before we start, I want to say thank you to all the veterans. Today is Veterans Day. I am in the gorgeous Adirondack Mountains and I am hunting, so I wanted to take some time out to say thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you've done for this country. A lot of times it's not appreciated. As a veteran myself, I completely understand. I completely understand how a lot of things get missed. But that being said, you are appreciated, brother and sisters. Thank you very much for everything you do. Alright guys, so I am in the Adirondack Mountains. I am getting my hunt on. I'm seeing a couple deer here and there. I know some people, it's not really a big thing for them. But for me, annually, it's been a game changer. It completely changes my thinking. I get to relax a little bit. I get to go out into the forest. If I get something, I get something. If not, then no big deal. At least I've got my peace of mind. So that's what I'm doing out here. It is gorgeous. All the leaves are down. Everything is brown. It is a very, very beautiful serenity type deal going on here. So what I decided to do, because it is Veterans Day, is I wanted to show you some knives. Now the knives that I have on the table are all the knives that I purchased by myself, and you guys know that I'm a knife maker, so I also make knives. And I typically bring a bunch of knives up here to test and to try out. Whether I get a deer or not is irrelevant. It just really is about testing the knives out in the field to see what I kind of like and see how it performs. So I'm going to show you a bunch of knives that I have on the table. If you want to sit through the whole thing, that's great. But what I need you guys to do is to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon. It really helps the algorithms. If you want to watch more hunting shows and adventure shows, go over to Three Rivers Survival. That's where I do a lot of that stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to drop the camera. Let's get into it. A couple knives that I have on the table are just a selection of knives. Nothing in any particular order. So what I do like to start with is the Bark River. Bark River makes an excellent knife. I do believe this is the Bravo 2. I do believe this is the Bravo 2 knife. And what Bark River does really well is a Scandi. Alright, the Scandi grind is outstanding. I think I got this on eBay. A lot of times what you'll notice with Bravo is specifically they run out of stock. This one, I'm not sure if, no, this is not a first production run, but typically in 3/16, typically in A2. Really nice handy knife. This one actually has the thumb ramp on it, so if you wanted to put a little bit of pressure on there, you could. The sheath itself is a dangler, which is really nice, and it came with it. And I also stuck a fire steel in there in case I needed it. So this is kind of an all-in-one type of knife for me. This works great in the field. It also works great on game. It has a dangler on it, which is very nice. Very beautiful leather construction on this, so I'm a big fan of that. The next one is again another Bark River. This one is the Drop Point Hunter, very, very traditional for hunters. It does have the silver bolster up front, which is nice. Very, very ergonomic on the handle. It does have this nice swedge here, so it fits in the hand very well. And you are able to choke up on it, so if you wanted to cut some game or get up inside there, you can. And it does say first production run on there. It also comes with a very nice sheath. Again, Bark River does really nice work on their leather sheets, and it does have a small fire steel. Now, a lot of people say, well, what do you need a fire steel for a hunting knife? Well, if you're going to be in the forest for any extended amount of time, you're probably going to need something if you get lost or turned around in the woods. Again, I'm here in the Northeast, so it's not really so much of a big deal, but again, you probably want to have something to start a fire, especially now that it's wet and cold outside. This is another Bark River. This is called the Aurora. The Aurora is a little bit longer blade. Again, all the knives are going to come with that nice convex grind. It does have a black micarta, which is really nice. It does have 2 lanyard loops if you want. I like this blade simply because it's a little bit longer, a little bit thinner, but it's super, super sharp. All Bark River knives are super sharp. The sheath itself is nice, but again, because it's a leather sheath, it doesn't have a lot of retention, as you can see right there. So, not a big fan of that. But again, if you keep it in this configuration, you should be good to go. But really, really nice. And the last of my Bark River, I think this is a Bravo 1, I believe. This is when they first came out. This was a first production run, and again, I got it in that orange tiger stripe specifically for hunting. Perfect edge. This is like a 4-inch edge, which is about as large as I want to go for any type of skinning tasks, but it's a beautiful, beautiful knife. Super sharp as well. This is CPM 3V. All right, little different steel than the A2, and the sheath itself is nice. I really like this sheath because it does have a lot of securing features on it. So it does have the overstrap. I did put a fire steel in there. You could put it on your belt very easily. One of the things that Bark River also does is they have this little cutout piece for the leather strap so you don't cut it. So if you're going to use the knife, you can just flip it back there if you need it, and then you can flip it back here like that. All right, so really nice, well thought out hunting knives, and really, really beautiful. All right, guys, so this is brand new. This is the Swamp Rat Ramadou. All right, this is, I believe, this is an offshoot of Boosie knives. It's a little bit longer blade, but for field work, it's outstanding. Does have this nice coating on there. Again, if you don't want Boosie, you can get the Swamp Rat. It's a little bit cheaper. I think I paid a little bit less than $300. It did come with a Kydex sheet. The only thing I did with the Kydex sheet is I put on a Tech Lock. Really nice, heavy-duty, robust knife. Again, about 4-inch handle. I'm sorry, 4 or 5-inch blade, which is nice, and the handle is super, super grippy. Any type of field work, and that Kydex sheet you absolutely can't go wrong with. That's a beautiful knife. So I'm really happy I picked that one up. That was recent. When it comes to my knives, all right, so again, I like to go with simple is best. This is the Mark I Scout. You can get these now on the website in carbon steel if you like. I've used this field knife quite a bit. You can see it has the orange lanyard on there for regular field use and or to cut up game. Handle is very, very thick and robust. This is a stainless steel version of it. On the website, I don't have these in stainless steel anymore, but I have other options for stainless steel. It does come with a Kydex sheath that I made myself. All right, it does have a Tech Lock on there. All right. Here's another one called the Huntsman. All right, this one is in D2. If you like the big thick knives, this is a 1/4 of an inch thick, so it is super, super robust, super sharp. It does have a nice handle. This handle is ergonomic. If you can see right here, I made sure the handle was able to put at least a gloved hand on there. That's kind of what I want. And again, I put a little bit of a lanyard on there. It does have jimping on the top. It does come with a hollow grind, so again, it's going to be sharp. Kydex sheet I made myself. This is a Scout carry, and then what I did is I put a fire steel on the bottom of it. All right, those are all options that you can get on the website if you guys are interested. This is the last ditch. I must have cut up more game on this mountain than any other, with this knife than any other knife. This is the last ditch. Again, this is one of my first production runs, so I do have like some type of crazy paper micarta on there with like an orange and black. It does have 3/8-inch holes through there, or lanyard holes through there. Gun blued, and of course, because it is carbon steel, I had to put oil on there and keep it maintained. 1/4 of an inch thick bar stock. All right, so it's a beast. It's a little tiny beast. But what's cool about this, it has like a 3-inch blade, so I'm really able to get inside animals with this. Razor sharp out of the box. And again, it doesn't matter what type of sheath you want. You want Scout carry, you want up and down, you want to just throw it in your pack. It will come with a Kydex sheet. So this one is a fantastic knife. I've used it plenty of times in the field, and I've cut up many, many game animals. So go ahead to threeriverblades.com and check this out if you want a ultimate hunting knife. That is the last ditch. Another 4-inch beauty is the SE4. This is probably the best knife that you can use for any all-around use. It will work on game. I don't know if you can see there's a lot of blood on here, but I did cut up a bear, black bear that I caught, that I shot in the mountains last year. So this was the knife that I used, and I just, because that's what I had on me at the time, I wasn't specifically expecting to get that black bear, but it showed up and I had this on my belt, and that's what I used to gut and process the bear. So it worked out really great. SE4, again, if you want a cheap option, something that's going to last you a while, can't go wrong with that. It's kind of bomb proof. All right, it'll work for the field and it will work for your game. All right, let's talk a little bit about tops. This is the Silent Hero 4. I use this for game processing. It's super sharp out of the box. It is a little bit thinner. It does have this nice round belly here, which allows me to really get some nice cuts, and the handle is super ergonomic, which is nice. What I like about this one is the sheath, and it does come with these straps here, such as a scout carry. But what's nice about this is that a lot of times we're carrying a lot of weight in the woods and I don't want to carry bigger knives. I'll use this. I could also strap this on my belt, on my pack. It comes in multiple options, so this is a really great knife for the field and for game animals. Now, if I want to go out for an extended amount of time and do a little bit more camp chores, I do have this. This is the Silent Hero. All right, this is the original form factor for the knife itself that Tops makes. It's a fantastic knife. It's over 6 inches long, but if you want overall field protection, this thing is a beast. It's absolutely beautiful. The leather sheath is very sufficient. All right, it's a nice leather sheath. It does come with lanyard cords that I took out, but man, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous knife, and you get it for a reasonable price, which is what I like. But if you need something a little bit bigger, like a camp chore or a chopper, fantastic blade. All right, some honorable mentions. The buck. All right, this is a buck, I think 1130. I'll annotate that at the bottom. This is specifically for game animals. As you can see, it has this really pronounced hollow grind on the blade. It does come with the brass bolsters, as most buck knives do, and it has a polished wood handle, which is gorgeous, gorgeous. This specifically is for skinning animals. I wouldn't use it for any other purpose. It does come with a really nice leather sheath, all right, and it does stay in the leather sheath, so that's really nice. These you could probably still get on Amazon. I will check the links below. I will put links below for all of these knives. All right, I don't know if you can still find this, but Lord & Field has a specific skinning knife. There are a lot of them out there. I'll put the links down below if I can find this, but this is really nice because of the belly design that you can see right there. It's super sharp, comes with a nice leather sheath. If you want super ultra lightweight, I think that's like 5/32. This is just for skinning animals. That's all it's for, gutting and skinning animals. You can tell by this design right here. Really, really nice. I believe this one is, yeah, it's stainless steel. So this is a 440C. Although it's not the best steel, it is stainless, so you will have to sharpen it while you're cutting up your animal. But after that, it's a pretty good setup. I like it because it does have the loop that goes around if you want to put it on your belt. But I think you're going to need a very very skinny belt to put this on, because that's a small loop. But other than that, you could throw this in your pack and you'd be good to go if you were looking to skin up some animals. All right, some other small like pocket items that I always carry is always going to be a pocket knife. All right, this happens to be my Rat 1. Yeah, this happens to be my Rat 1, and this model is an S35VN. You can see I used it quite a bit. This was like an anniversary model. That's why they went to a better steel. Typically you can get them in AUS 8. I do have one that's specifically orange, so if I drop it in the field I'll find it. But this is a great blade. I've used it all the time in my pocket. The reversible clip. If I don't have any of these knives on the table with me, I'm always carrying something like this. Really decent blade. You can cut up animals. The only thing is, if you're going to use a folding knife for game process, you're going to have to clean up all the gunk and the gook that gets inside this stuff. So, but other than that, it's a great knife. And last but not least, my Leatherman. Now this is a hunker. This is a huge, this is the Surge, all right? So I've had this thing for quite some time. I love this thing. It's huge. I get it. It's big. It's bulky, but it has every single tool that I need. So it has a serrated edge. It has a wood saw. It has a regular edge. It has a scissor. Okay. It has screwdrivers, all right, because bolts and stuff comes out in the field all the time, especially if you're rifle hunting, bow hunting. There's always stuff that's going to get screwed up. And what I like about this one is it also comes with some more attachments, and it also comes with more saw blades, such as a diamond saw and that kind of stuff. So this little setup is hooked up specifically for going outdoors, just because of the environment that I'm in. This is very, very difficult to make. Like you can make a knife anywhere in the field, but try making a set of pliers in the field. Good luck with that, or scissors. But it's a little bit heavy, but man, you're not going to need anything else once you get one of these. So this is fantastic. All right, comes in a nice brown case. Again, just put it on your belt, forget it's there. Just other little simple stuff that I carry as well. Sharpening stones if I need it. All right, this is the Falkneven DC4. It has a honing rod, a honing steel, diamond honing steel, and a soft edge. I also use the Wiseman torpedoes. I find these are the best because it has a long surface area. So for machetes or for axes or for smaller knives, the long surface area works a little bit better than the puck. All right, so let's go back up top and finish. All right, guys, so I hope you appreciated that Veterans Day presentation. All the knives that you see here, I'll put the links down below. Please make sure that you like and subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you want to be a Patreon member to support this channel, it'll only cost you $1 a month, and you get to watch videos like this before anybody else. If you're interested in one of my blades, go to 3riverblades.com. I have quite a selection up there. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos because I've been super busy, but I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much, guys, and as always, keep grinding.